Hello, everyone. Ever ask yourself, what exactly should I be looking for in my contract? My name is Premkiranreddy, founding attorney of Reddy's Law Firm. In this series of short videos, I will lean on my training and experience in both the medical and legal fields to answer these questions. Well, there are several things you need to look for in a contract. Let's start off with a few basics. Look for your salary and how it is structured. Does it mention a tiered RVU or perhaps an increase in pay every year with a partnership track? Does it mention details of your workload? Look for signing bonuses, relocation expenses, continuing education allowances, and perhaps time off to go to these events. Don't forget about the retirement plan and if the employer will match it. Also, what kind of health insurance is offered? HMO, PPO, is there family coverage? Also look for dental, life, and disability insurance. Perhaps professional malpractice insurance. Now, here is where you have to watch out. See if there's a per occurrence policy or a claims made policy. If it is a claims made policy, find out if there is tail coverage, which covers you after you leave the employment, and find out who pays for this policy. This is important. Make sure that you have this coverage. Look for teaching hours and if it is compensated. What if you are called as a witness? Will you get the check or will the employer take it and give you just a portion? Find out if you're going to be an independent contractor or an employee, and this should be written in the contract. Also, you want to look for what is expected of you as far as the turnaround time for your consults. Now, here's one thing you may not usually think about: your intellectual property rights. What if you were the one to discover the vaccine for COVID? Everything you invent, new techniques you discover, or materials you write during the course of your employment might be the hospital or employer's property. You may want to negotiate this and make all intellectual property belong to you. If this is a hard sell, then ask that what you do during non-work hours is yours, and what you do during work hours is the employer's. Perhaps you can negotiate something in between. What about other outside activities? Say, if you're a hospitalist, are you exclusively bound to work for just the hospital? Can you take up other jobs or teaching activities? Do you need their written consent to do it, and is there a limit? The next group of things to look for includes arbitration clauses, choice of law provisions, restrictive clauses, termination clauses, and penalties for breach of contract. The question is, can anything be done about these clauses? We will cover this in a subsequent video. Finally, for now, don't get lost in the details. Get the big picture. Add up the numbers in aggregate, taking into account the dollar value for each benefit, while keeping in mind any tax implications that each may have. Figure out which of the benefits you want to pay for and which ones you want the employer to pay for. Make sure that the method you choose will give you the highest aggregate value with the lowest tax implication. So, to recap, we have talked about quite a few things to look for in your contract, including salary, structure, bonuses, insurances, and intellectual property. This is not an exhaustive list. You can come up with your own list. Just make sure you have this beforehand. Please also be on the lookout for my series of videos on various other topics including contract issues, ethics, health law, and dispute resolution. Thank you for watching and hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.